Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip focusing on gold and silver, taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I want to take the opportunity here to wish all of you a great 2019. In just a few days we're going to roll over to the new year, and I hope that all of you will have a great 2019. Hope that my contribution here through my modest channel will help you to gain some insights concerning gold and silver and help you to make some money. Other than that, I want to mention that I'm opening the special offer concerning my services, and I'll be providing more detail at the end of this clip, so if you're interested, please stay on. Other than that, I wish you have pleasant viewing and hope to see you on my website as a visitor, or just drop by, say hello if you have time. All the best. Bye now. Now here's silver. Silver had fantastic week. Silver might be signaling much more to come on the upside. I'm showing you here the weekly with a few considerations that I want to examine with you. Silver is making a big effort to reclaim the support of this extremely important black line that you see right here. And I'm saying extremely important because you can see that it was constructed with these two dots, and what happened here, you see, and what happened here, you see, and what happened here over such a lengthy period of time. It just held the price. It held the entire thing. Now it dipped under, didn't quite crash through the critical level right here, didn't, and this is opening the door for a possible surge, believe it or not, possible surge in silver to well above 22, and that's why you see all these ratios here, and I'll explain in a sec what they mean. I just want to show you the MACD on the weekly scale is registering very healthy momentum, very healthy support for the bear that is unfolding now. Bull, sorry, of course, the bull that is unfolding. Okay, so that's one thing we have to note. We spoke about the black line, we spoke about the support, the horizontal support, and the inability of silver to break through the critical level, which in itself is a very strong sign that this waveguide is alive. That this is an A, that's a B, and the entire mess up that we have seen here is basically corrective to the first shot. A, that's a B, and if silver is ready now, it is possible it's going to shoot well above the A level. Okay, so running back to the A level, as you can imagine, would create just equality. That's why you see the number 1 here, you see. There is not much news there. Yeah, it will nevertheless be quite impressive, but I think if it makes it towards the previous high, it's not going to stop there, because this is a C. So in a normal case of a C, you would see an extension. That means 1.618. That takes it to 25. I will not be surprised if it'll go even higher than that. There is a lot of resistance here at around 25 area. Okay, that will do the trick, if you like, of completing a nice, well-balanced an ABC that could terminate the B. But if we continue with the logic of this pattern, we should not forget that an ABC that generates a B here that relates to the A that we have seen here means that the next big move will be down in silver. Okay, but this is really not for the next several months. It might occur in about maybe a year and a half, 2 years from now. Now, concerning the various ratios here, I've already covered the issue of the equality. Remember the 1 and the 1.618. Now, the remaining ratios that you see here, they relate in fact to the drop right from the top. So just working with very simple technical measures, yes, Fibonacci's, and you say a correction would go correct 0.382, that will take silver to 27. correction going 50%, that will take silver to 31.72. You see that might coincide with a rough estimate of 2.618 of the extension of the C vis-a-vis the A. Okay, now let's go to the daily. I have to emphasize that the ideas that I put forward concerning the very big picture, they're exciting, they're interesting, but we haven't got really a confirmation that this is underway. We do have some very encouraging signals. We discussed the MACD here, the MACD again on the daily soaring. We have discussed also the situation in the US dollar, Japanese yen. You remember, so we have also that to lean on. You always want to check the relative markets, the forex markets, when you examine the precious metals, because some people seem to think that the precious metals are trading on an island by themselves, and there is no background, there is no context to what they're doing. I'm afraid there is very serious context. There is a context that sorry, that is very difficult to manipulate. The context I'm talking about is the forex market, and no one really in the long run can manipulate the forex market. Is just too big for any one or any several governments together in the world to manipulate the forex market over months and months. It's just beyond their budget. So we are left here with basically an echoing market, if you like, to double check our hypothesis, what might be taking place in the precious metals. It's not something that I can explain to you in 5 minutes. It's something that requires really hours of work and dedicated analysis to refer and compare various forex pairs with what the precious metals are doing, but it's certainly doable, and it is well worth the time you invest, especially if you focus is the precious metals. Okay, so right now we can the bulls obviously can celebrate this magnificent breakout. Okay, we waited a long time for this to manifest, and now it's underway. I do not have a clear, if you like, or high confidence reading for this breakout here. I took this as 108 to OB, nothing changed. This still look okay. It looks okay here, but I'm struggling what to do with this. There could be a situation here that this is another one too involved here. I don't know at this point. I would just leave it. I'll let the market come to me with more price action before I nail a specific wave count. But for now, it seems to me that it's very likely to continue higher. We do not want to see, talking as bull, we do not want to see this. That will be a sign of weakness, and sadly seeing this could send silver straight down. Okay, I do not expect this at this point. Now this is the chart of gold on a monthly scale. We also have a situation here that could generate a very interesting jump in gold that would work on the same idea that we could be discussing an ABC option here. We could be looking at this as an A, okay, and in fact what is taking place here is not an A, B, C, D, E that is terminating the B, and the C is coming. Yeah, it's if you like, is coming fairly soon. No, it could be something a bit more tricky than that. It could be that this is our A, and in fact what you see here is a triangle. It's a triangle that is not finished, and where it shows you that you see an E terminating, in fact is going to be the D. Why? Because you will start counting. Let me show you how we're going to go about this. Let me just adjust that. what we're going to do, we're going to say this is an A, and what's happening here is a triangle. So we have an A, B, C, D, E, and boom. So that's our A. Okay, that's our A. We have a triangle. It's quite tricky because instead of actually breaking down, gold is going to explode. That's your A, that's your A, B, C, D, E. You with me? And yeah, that's an A, B, and that's going to be a C, like that. A, B, C. If some of you get confused because I didn't put all the labelings, I'm going to do it right away. So if we put it in a different color, that should highlight to you what I'm trying to say, hopefully. You see, that's going to be an A. And then that's going to be a B. Right here. That's going to be a B, and that's going to be a C. I hope that this is now clear. You will have this playing out. Yeah, and if you spend a minute or two looking at the broad picture that I discussed in the case of the US dollar, Japanese yen, you will see why this is quite possible. Okay, I don't think the B is ready, this one. And it's possible that even this one is not ready. You remember the old style, yeah? The A, B, C, D, E like that. That's an A, that's a B, and it is ready to collapse. I don't think this is ready either. So this becomes extremely critical level for you to watch under either scenario. Okay, if it shoots right away through this level, it is very, very possible that the B that I am thinking is going to require another leg like that, in fact terminated somewhere around here. Okay, terminated somewhere around here, and gold is actually surging right now in that C. Okay, ideally we want to see it going slightly higher and then just spending 2-3 months doing nothing, just going sideways, and that will give us an idealized shape of an ABCDE. Will terminate my B in green, and then huge surge. Now you can see how many months it took for the A to form, yes, to play out. The C could be much more complex. Okay, so it could even take twice as long as this one took. It could be the same. It could, you know, one thing is certain, it's going to be very exciting. It's going to catch enormous amount of shorts. It's going to blow up the lead right here, and it's going to run. So that is, if you like, an interesting idea. I think that it's not out of question. I've been thinking a lot about the pattern of sorry, the pattern is playing out in the US dollar Japanese yen, and the more I look at it, the more I say to myself that maybe this breakout of gold could actually take place. But right now we are looking here at the weekly. We have worked with this being an ABC, that could be our X, and then we have either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terminating right here, and that gives me an A. And then we're going now for a lateral movement that will generate the B and another short C. That might terminate the D leg. You remember that triangle, yeah? The D leg, and then we go down again in a series of ABC, ABC, etc. to complete the E leg, and then the B could be finished, and then we go up. Okay, we are going to have to take it step by step. One thing appears to me fairly clear here, that it looks like gold is going to require quite a few more months of basically an ABC, ABC forming over the next several months before I think we're going to see the road clearing up for a straight shot. That's what I would say at this point. This is the daily. That's an ABC. Okay, that's our X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one way of going about it. Another thing I would like to say, that could be an A, and that could be a very elongated B. So imagine to yourself, that's your A, and then A, B, C, D, E. So the B ended here, and that's a C. So what happens is that if this is your B, you have 1, you have 2, you see the blue, you have 1, 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have a 3. So in fact what it's going to do now is a tiny force wave, another shot, and that will terminate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C. I hope you're still with me. That's your A, that's your B, that's your C, gold coming back. Okay. Either way, I think that the bias up is healthy, looking healthy. There'll be a bit consolidation here, and I expect it to continue higher. Very, very short term, for those who are focusing on the very short term, I would say this is an important level, 1264, 1264. If it is going for lateral movement, I would expect this level to hold. I wouldn't like to see it breaking it substantially. Going around here for several days doing nothing, just looking like it's forming tiny ABCs is excellent, because it is fitting the wave count, both wave counts that I suggested, and that would mean further upside is coming. Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with some details of the special offer that I mentioned to you early on. So you need to go on my website. You find it at Wave Mastery, yes, www.wavemastery.com. That's the front page. You see I have, if you are familiar with the previous version, you can see this is a modified version, and you run through, there is a bit of text here, and concerning the special offer, you will see some tabs here that focus on the offer. It begins with the trial for the daily videos, a trial that is costing you only $9.99 for 1 week. If you like what you see, you have more details about what is covered in the trial as well as in the daily videos once you click on the subscribe here, but this gives you just a very brief idea of what is really covered. If you go for the daily videos, you click here. If you want to go for the weekend videos, obviously you click here. Let's suppose you go for the daily videos. You click here, it takes you to the page that gives you full explanation of what is involved. If you are from Europe, VAT applies. Most countries are subject to VAT, so you have to select your country here. If you are from anywhere else, if you are from the UK, USA, Belgium, oddly enough, because I'm based in Belgium, but in Belgium, you don't pay VAT. So USA, UK, Belgium, the rest of the world, basically, you don't pay any VAT, only $79 applies. So your subscription will start with the $9.99. After 1 week, the $79 will kick in every month. You click on that, it takes you to PayPal. You go through it's a straightforward process. You pay, you see it starts with, for the first 7 days, $9.99. You go through that, it takes you back to the page, and essentially you get your logins. Yes, you go through, you have to fill in all your details, gives you the login, and you will need more information for me. So as soon as you subscribe, I will get in touch with me. I will provide you the necessary details to complete your subscription and have access to the videos. If we go back to the main page, I just want to run very quickly here through the menu. I'm in the process of actually, introducing some changes to my website. So the front page might look slightly different. Maybe in the next week or so, I will be adding a few links here and there. But in general, I have written a few articles here that you might like to take a look at. Is this website for me? Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? You go through, you've got a subscribe here, also gives you an access to the special promotional offer. Yeah, it's just another way of accessing it. Instead of coming from the front page, yeah, you will have access through the menu here. Your subscription that relates to the pages once you subscribe, once you log in, etc. It tells you which one is your subscription, etc. You have resources here in chart galleries. You have a lot of charts giving you a very good idea how this principle of the Elliott waves is being applied to various markets at various time scales. It's very, very interesting. You should go through that if you are really a fan of charts. Useful link, recommended reading list, all the other things are fairly standard. Take a look. Contact us. That's for any issue that comes you come across. You have a question, you have a doubt, you have anything you want to discuss with me, just use contact us. Normally for the payment I'm using PayPal, but you can pay through other means. For example, I can accept money through Skrill. There is even a possibility to make a wire transfer to the account of the company that I use, yes, to run this website. If you don't have PayPal or you don't want to use PayPal, there are other ways to pay and to join. There are a few comments here that people put on my concerning my work. In the past I had many more. Because I'm in the process of improving, I'll have to transfer, bring more of the history, yes, of my work to this new version. Again, if you have any questions, you just press this. That takes you to the contact us page. Name, email address, please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, very simple maths, fill it in here, submit, and I get it. So I mentioned that I'm in principle I'm in Belgium. So if you write to me from the US or from Australia or anywhere in the world and I don't reply on the spot, please give me a few hours. I will reply. Okay, I will reply. This particular weekend I have gone through covering a lot of the charts that are affecting the forex market, the precious metals. And there is some really very, very interesting study that I'm sure you would absolutely love if you're interested in the precious metals and in currencies in general. Okay, so I think at the very least it's worth your while to have a go for a trial. Go for a trial, and you see you will have access, and you can ask me also some questions if you like, and then you'll see how things evolve for you. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I'm here to help. I hope to see you visiting my website, supporting my work. Wish you have a great trading week. All the best. Bye for now.